standing posture is much more difficult than dynamic posture for most people. And the reason is when I stand and I stop paying attention, I end up sitting at the end range of my joints, or I kind of sit in compensation patterns. So, what that means is if I have hypermobility, which I do, and you'll see that if I hyperextend my knees, I push my hip forward and I have some kind of slump. Now, if we tack on top of that chronic injury and chronic pain, let's say I have an injury in this leg or I did at one point, I might kind of chronically be in some kind of twist to get out of discomfort in that leg or get away from what was initially uncomfortable with an injury. So, how do we resolve this? What are some options here? So, the best option that I like is to actually create a little bit of instability. Now, it can be kind of tricky to think about because we like to think about, well, I'm going to be stable, I'm going to find it. Well, the truth is, I personally, I find most people are like this, I'm going to forget about my posture in about 30 seconds. So, how do I create a position where I don't have to be as like, think about posture, think about posture. So, on it, where I can actually like function and do something else and not be so focused solely on posture? Well, the answer is to create a touch of instability. For example, by staggering the feet is a really nice way to do it, or you can do something like lift that front foot up a little bit. And what this does is it creates a little bit of a position where I'm asking my muscles to activate to stabilize and balance me. And so, therefore, by standing here, I can talk, do other stuff, but I'm less likely to slump because that slump is actually much harder to hold when my feet are a little bit staggered or that foot's elevated. Now, the caveat to this is it has to be an amount of instability that is functional for your body. So, if standing is not something that you can endure right now, you might need to work on some strength in general, walking and movement strength. So, you probably need to be able to walk, move around without much discomfort before this is going to be super helpful. The other caveat is that you need to make sure you are altering and not always kind of in the same position for this. So you don't always want to stand 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Maybe we alter, doing something where you are creating some evenness there, but you're also kind of asking the body to have a little bit more. And the forward back, I find much more useful than the right to left because the right to left, again, kind of encourages a twist and a big slump into that joint, whatever joint it is, which we really want to avoid because that can create a lot of pain and discomfort. So I hope this is helpful for you. Follow along for more tips and feel free to reach out.